I really do believe that Alliance RV is one of the best RV manufacturers on the market today. If you look at the floors, they were one of the first RV manufacturers that did not do carpet anywhere in their RVs. You never saw that before. They provide 2 AC units in the main area, and there's a third one in the master bedroom. It's the little things to me that count. Even the way they do their pantry, which I'm going to show you here in a second, is done well. I'm here at Parris RV in Payson, Utah. They did allow me to do this video. Special shout out to Kevin Hardy and daughter Kaylin Hardy for actually coming in and buying an RV from these guys and mentioning my content. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. And the reason why is because when you do that, it opens up the doors for more opportunities for this channel and for things I can do. So I truly appreciate what you did. Thank you for buying from them and mentioning the channel. Let's get into the video. This fifth wheel is going to be 41.5 feet long, 101-inch wide body, and up top it is using a PVC roof. There is a standard 320 watt solar panel with a 20 amp charge controller, and there is an availability to do additional solar with a 3000 watt inverter. 3 AC units, 13.5 BTU, which is 40,500 BTU of forced air. Now there is a wine guard up top. There are no slide toppers, so just keep that in mind as well, but it is available. Alrighty, so it looks like a maze in the kitchen right now because I have just about everything open in here. Let's start off with the pantry. So this pantry is illuminated and it does have a sensored light, LED strip. Like, this is the type of stuff right here that you don't normally see in RVs. And they do this in the Paradigm. They've been doing this type of stuff. And has a tinted glass, really nice design there. 12 volt Norcold refrigerator, residential size style, stainless steel. They're building these now for people to live full time, and having a 12 volt just makes it very convenient, especially if you travel. Of course, this does have the solar as you saw on the roof, and yeah, you can put all your expensive meats in here and not have to worry about them going bad. Very, very heavy duty too. Up top here, you have storage and soft close. Again, more tinted glass. Tons of countertop space too, by the way. Great storage here. And let's check out these drawers really quickly. So they do show that they're reinforced. So they do add a wood trim piece right there. You can see it, to make them a little bit stronger so that things don't fall through. And that's pretty common in RVs too. A lot of people don't know that. Had happened to me like 2 or 3 times. And as I said, I was going to show you guys the window here, so let's do that now. So they do have room darkening right here. This is above the microwave. And this is going to be convection as well. Insignia, as well as your cooktop too. You have 4 burners, large oven. And check out the amount of space you have under the sink too. No divider. And again, look at all that countertop space. Really, really nice. And something else that Alliance does is you don't see the vents on the floor. They put them on the sides of like the island in various places, so you don't have that weak spot in your floor. I love that they do that. And let's just check out some more of these drawers real quickly, and we'll go ahead and move on. Does this pull out? Yep, this pulls out too. I always forget to pull this out. And let's go ahead and check out your dinette. There are going to be 2 more chairs. I'll show you where they are here in a second. I did not see where you can put a trash can, which is kind of interesting because normally they do provide a place. Now, maybe I didn't look everywhere. But yeah, I don't think I saw one inside of here. But it's okay because there's a lot of places you can put one at. But look at all the area you have here. Huge windows. So you have so much light coming in. You almost don't need the lights on inside. And this is going to be your love seat. And you have 2 chairs here that do turn into bed. So you don't necessarily have to buy a bunk room floor plan if you do have older kids. Fireplace, large television. more area places to hide stuff. Even above this couch here, you have spots. And all these windows do open up. Yeah. Really high ceilings too. Control panel down here for like your breakers and fuses. Coat closet. Control panels right here. Be sure to pause if you want to see more. And then check that out. Wow. Half bath. Tall ceilings. And they do provide accent lights too right here. And you can turn on your vent fan down below. Small sink, but it is under the counter. Even down below here, pretty nice. Here's how you control those AC units. And did I mention that you could dim these lights? I think I did mention that. And here's that third AC unit right there. This is a wide body, so you definitely have a nice area to walk through here. Nice bench to sit down, take your shoes off. And these drawers are plentiful. There are a ton of them. And as I mentioned, I don't even have the lights on. Like, I kind of forgot to turn them on because it's so bright inside of here. USB and power plugs on both sides of the bed. And then there's the extra chairs I was talking to you about. And one thing you have to keep note of is how many windows are in here. You have a back window. You don't normally see a back window right there. You do normally see the side ones though. You also have a front one too. And this has a front bath. Huge. One sink, which is okay. Yeah, there's just so much storage in this rig. It's kind of like a house. It really is a house, really. I shouldn't say kinda, it is. Huge shower. Look how long the shower is with a seat. You're starting to see manufacturers not put seats in the bathroom, which is kind of interesting. Not in the Alliance, they give you that seat. I don't know if I showed this to you. Alright. Walk-in closet. And you can put a washer and dryer inside this area too. They do provide lights right here. Hamper. And you have a rod that goes all the way across. Look how much storage you have for shoes. You literally can live like a king or queen in your RV. So up front, you do have some docking lights right there. You can see them on. And they did revise the front cap too for this RV. Looks a little bit cleaner. And RhinoFLEX pin box. This is how you turn on and off those docking lights out front. Huge area here for storage, or if you want to put a generator down here, you can. You have your hydraulic 6-point auto leveling. Here's some of your solar controls there and battery disconnect. They do provide a dual battery setup down here too. Now off to the side, look how tall this door is for your propane tank. Most likely you could get a 40-pounder if you'd like. And check out how large that slide is. That is a CARMTEK. Large awning right here, and then there's a second one out back. This does have a drop frame. Propane disconnect right there. And that drop frame does allow for taller storage, and this is huge. Power plugs, cable, lights, solid floor surface. And one of my favorite things to see, spray port. Why? Because these steps get nasty, especially when you go to campgrounds. Easy to wash them off. As I mentioned, 6-point hydraulic leveling. And then here's some of the specs for your suspension and tires. I will show you the tires on the other side because I don't feel like climbing in there. But tall window right there, huge. There are lights below these awnings too. And then here's the power right there. I love the white lower part. Normally RV manufacturers give you black. And you notice how the slides aren't black too? Whenever you camp in the hot sun, that does heat up. I like that they give you white instead of black. Really smart. LED lights. There's a prep up there for camera. And this hitch down below, you can tow a trailer. 3,000 pounds, 300 pound hitch weight. Tall ladder. And there is an area down here to dump. Your spare tires there. This is going to be a rack and pinion slide. And that's where your freshwater dump is right there. It's a perfect spot for it. And then here are your Westlake tires, ST 235 8516. Load range G, 14 ply. And this has, wow, 4,410 pounds of capacity at 110 PSIs. Here's a look at your suspension, Cree 3000. And here's the first area you're going to dump from. The second one was out back. I always forget to mention, but this is my Alpha ESS. It's always good to have one of these as a power station, 1,000 watts. Here's where your 50 amp is. And this is probably a 10 gallon? No, it's a 12 gallon water heater. I am seeing more tankless, and there may be an option for one. Here's your Suburban furnace. CARMTEK slide up front. And let's open this up. Nautilus systems here. Water connections, power, and lights. And I do like to see the valves above your water system, because if you do stay somewhere full time, dumping these valves get kind of cumbersome, I'll be honest with you. So I would like for them to fix that. But apart from that, everything else is pretty darn good. Here's a small thing that I don't normally point out, but they do provide rollers for these slides, and that does help this to work well, because over time these things get wear and tear, and going down the road they can get misaligned sometimes, so that does help them to go in and out pretty smoothly. But here are the numbers for this rig. You have a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,800 pounds. Gross axle, there's 2 axles back there, so you can have 7,000 per. Unloaded vehicle weight is 13,700 pounds. All in cargo carrying capacity is 3,040 pounds. Now let's pick out a dually for this rig, because you're not towing this with a single rear wheel. Here's why. Anytime you have a wide body fifth wheel the size of this one, odds are you're going to need a dually, because number one, you have wash and dry prep up front and a generator that can be added to the front, and the hitch weight doesn't help at all. So having almost 3,000 pounds of hitch weight is going to take away majority of the payload of a 1-ton single rear wheel. With that being said, I'm going to show you guys a spreadsheet, and what I like to do is I like to take the hitch weight, divide it into the dry weight to get the percentage of the hitch weights, because I'm going to show you guys a real live scenario of a truck and fifth wheel combination. So that's going to give me 22%. This trailer does not have propane filled up nor batteries. So when I do these weights, those things are not included in the weight. So if you add washer and dryer plus those things and a generator, that number can go from 22% up to 23 or 24. Here's a video I did on a 2023 Ram 3500 dually. Now, anytime I do a automotive review, especially for trucks, I try to show you the window sticker, because if you are looking to order a pickup, I also provide the payload sticker of that exact truck. That way you have an idea of the actual payload. So for this truck here, it's gonna be 5,089 pounds. So keep that number in mind when I show you guys the spreadsheet. I have the numbers in for the truck and for the Alliance. So one thing you need to note is the number that you saw on the RV I just reviewed is a lot higher than what you see online because of the options that were added to that specific rig. As far as your numbers go for the RAM, you get your curb weight by taking the GVWR, which is gross vehicle weight rating, and subtracting it from the payload. Your gross combined vehicle weight rating is going to be gross weight for truck and trailer. That's the maximum amount of weight you can go down the road with this truck. Spoiler alert, you would never get there with many of these trucks because of this number. Most people understand towing capacity. So I have a husband that's 200 pounds and a wife that's 135, plus a 60-pound dog here. And I'm figuring a fifth wheel hitch plus any other gear is 500 pounds. So that's going to be 895. So you're going to take the 895 and subtract it from this number here to get your available payload. So as I mentioned, what is the weight for this fifth wheel? So we're going to use 23%. So if you take 13,760, which is the unloaded vehicle weight of this fifth wheel, and multiply that by 23%, that's going to give you 3,165 pounds. Obviously, nobody goes camping that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to max out the loaded weight, and we're going to multiply that by 23%. So that's going to give us 3,864 pounds. If you are doing your numbers this way, you're going to have to use the maximum weight just to be safe. And one thing I like about the dually is you have more than enough capacity for this rig. Now, the odds of you getting this high on the hitch weight really does depend on the end user. I've seen people get really heavy on their hitch weight, and you can run a payload pretty quickly. Like if you want to add like a fuel tank to the bed or something like that, these are things that you need to consider, because with a dually you just have a lot more capacity. Now I will say for this truck, this is a low payload because of this being a higher trim level, but if you get like a Bighorn or even like a Laramie, you could actually pick up a couple 100 pounds here. But I hope this was helpful. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure your bell notifications are on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.